Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be showing you guys some more awesome secret spots and hidden bounty hiding locations that you can use in Grand Theft Auto Online. So the response for my first video that I did was amazingly tremendous. I think that video has like over 6,000 likes, which is beyond insane and way more than I typically get. So the response was overwhelmingly very positive, and my goal for these videos, like I mentioned in the first one, is to show you at least one new spot that you might not have known about. And if I did that in this video, then I have officially succeeded. Today, we're going to be looking at about 6 or 7 spots that you can use. And what's great about these spots is they're available on last gen, next gen, and PC. And they work in Grand Theft Auto Online as well, even though I'm showing them in GTA 5 single player. All right, so let's get started. This first one you might be aware of because it's been featured for such a long time, but it was like the #1 request that I do in a future video. And it's actually another hidden cave. Now, this one is located in the Tungva Hills area. I'll have it on the map so you guys can see right now. And like this one, it's also on the side of a mountain. And from a distance, you wouldn't even know that this cave location is here. So you can see as I'm approaching this with Michael, if you weren't looking for a cave, you would almost just assume that that's like the shadow of a rock, or that that's just another rock indentation and not a cave. But believe it or not, it's an actual cave that you can go inside. It's about 10 or 12 meters deep, and you can just stake out in here if you really want. This is a great place for hiding from bounties because you could rig the entrance with sticky bombs or rig the outside of the entrance with sticky bombs. So when the guy comes for you, you can just blow him up, or you can just hide out there and trick your friends. Whatever you want to do, this is a great location. It's super cool and also gets super scary at night. So I definitely recommend you give it a check out. All right, the next location we're going to be looking at is probably the worst when it comes to defensibility, but it's probably one of the more cooler locations that we're going to show off today. And it actually has to do with this secret island house. It's actually located in Palito Cove, very near Fort Zancudo. I'll show it on the map for you guys so you can see it right now. And this is essentially an isolated island with like a 1-bedroom shack. And like I said, you can use this shack to hide in, to get away from bounties. And like I said, it's not really defensible because your dot's still going to show up on the minimap. But the only way to get to this island, as you can see, kind of what I had to do, which was by helicopter or by boat. And as you guys know, it's pretty easy to shoot someone when they're in a boat. And if they're in a helicopter as well, you can easily use like a homing missile to shoot them down. And at nighttime, like I said, because there's no lights on this island, it gets very dark. So this is a really cool hiding place. I don't know how many of you guys knew about this hidden island shack, but it's a cool place you can use for stakeout, Snapmatic photos, or like I mentioned earlier, hiding from bounties, which it's pretty useful for. All right, so the next secret spot I'm going to be showing you guys is really cool. It's actually like a sewer system that's in the beach kind of northwest of Palito Bay. Once again, I'll have it on the map for you guys right now so you can see and where you can find this location for yourself. So you need to access this point via the beach. And like I mentioned earlier, it's literally going to be a sewer system that you can actually go inside. Now, I love hiding spots like this that go underneath regular land masses like roads or bridges, because if someone tries to find you on the minimap, it's going to look like you're on the street or on land, but you're going to be underground. And what's great about this is there's only one way to get inside this sewer system. The other way is completely blocked off. So you know what they say about rooms that only have one entrance is they're pretty easy to defend. And this would be as well if you've got someone chasing you. There's almost a 0% chance that they'd be able to get a rocket up in there. Even smaller chance they'd be able to get like a grenade to roll upwards. So it's great for you to hide inside. It's pretty difficult for people to get in. And like I mentioned, it's pretty cool at night as well. It gets super dark. And of course, because there's no lighting, it gets nearly pitch black inside. Now, out of all of them we're going to be looking at today, this one's probably my favorite. It's super unique, just crawling in a sewer system. But again, we've got lots of others to go over in this video. But I really do like this sewer system, which of course is northeast of Palito Bay. All right, up next, I'm going to be doing a refresher. This is a location that I've showed you guys about 8 or 9 months ago on the channel, and it's actually in one of the roof terraces of the Cluckin' Bell chicken facility in Palito Bay. So believe it or not, if you land on this building right here, you'll actually notice that there's like multiple levels of little empty rooms you can go in that are only accessible by one of two ladders. Now, this is great for a few reasons. One, because you can easily defend those ladders, but also the rooms themselves have great vantage points to lots of locations in Paleto Bay, like the police station, the ammunition gun store. There's lots of places where you might find other people to hunt, or where other people might be hunting you, and you can ultimately get the drop on them. So like I mentioned, it's multiple stories. You can go on the roof, the middle level, the lower level. Both are going to provide some awesome vantage points in terms of giant windows, and it's pretty difficult to get in. The only way someone else could get in without using the ladder would be to parachute in, and I'm sure you could easily see that happening and defend yourself from someone gliding in to one of your windows. So again, this is at the Cluck and Bell processing plant. Super easy location to defend and super cool as well. Okay, the next secret location we're actually going to be looking at is one you might have known from the campaign, but if you're like me and you completed the GTA 5 story mode so long ago, you might have totally forgotten about this. And it's actually located in Stab City, which is more popularly known as the Lost MC Trailer Park. And there are a ton of trailers in this trailer park, obviously, as you would suspect, but there's one in particular that's located towards the northern portion of the map, one of the ones that's closest to the Alamo Sea, that actually has two doors that you can hop in and go inside. And not only is this really cool that you can go in there, but also typically there's a guy just hanging out or chilling. And as long as you're friendly to him, he's going to be friendly to you. And this is a great place for hanging out in. One, because the trailer is technically indestructible, meaning if someone shoots a rocket at it, you're not going to feel the effects inside. And there's only two doors. So I realize this location works best if you have like one or more people in there. So if you could have like one person guarding one door, another person guarding the other, that way you can pretty much keep everyone out. And like I said, what's great about that is because those doors are always shut, it's going to be really hard to like get a grenade in there or to get an RPG in there without like having to really expose themselves to try to get you. And another thing that I thought about but didn't really try in this video, there's like movable furniture that you can like move around in here. Like you can push it with your character. So maybe you'd be able to like lodge it up against the door, maybe get it stuck. But anyways, that is a pretty cool location. It's in Stab City, or the Lost MC Trailer Park. You can go in there and stake out. Not only is it far away from like civilization because you're up in the Alamo Sea, but it's a great place that you can just barricade yourself in case danger is calling. All right, the next two secret spots we're going to be going over are at the Los Santos International Airport. The first one is, again, a spot from the campaign. You guys might remember when Molly Schultz, who's actually Devin Weston's assistant, gets like sucked into the wind turbine or plane engine. So that place is actually unlocked in Grand Theft Auto Online, believe it or not. And there's like a secret back entrance that you can go into. And even though the hangar is open itself, a lot of people didn't know about this back entrance that has some kind of secret compartments that you can go through. So I thought that that was worthwhile, and you can check that out if you want. And also, located more in the airport field, there's this building that has like a really strange roof access. So it's located in between the hangars. And what's odd about this building is it has like a hatch that you can just drop down in from the very top. Now, there really isn't anything in here other than a few civilians and some soda machines. But again, this would be a great place to hide out in, because on the minimap, it would look as if you're just chilling in a building or in one of the hangars. They would have no idea that you were inside the actual building. And unless they drop down that secret hatch, they would almost have no way of getting to you. So this is a really great secret spot. I know that the airport is pretty highly populated, but again, if you're in a spot where someone's not going to really think of, they're going to have a hard time tracking you down and ultimately finding your location, which at the end of the day is our ultimate goal. So these are pretty cool hiding spots you can find at the airport. Let's move on and check out some others. All right, and last but not least, we're going to be looking at another pretty cool Watery Cave location. This one is going to be a little bit farther north than the first one we looked at the other day. And like kind of the island house, this cave is pretty easily accessible in terms of like someone could just go in there, no problem. But you'll notice when I actually enter the cave itself that there's one of two things. One, there's like this little island that you can just sit on in there. So if anyone were coming for you, you'd be able to get the jump on them. And two, because the cave is like under the land, it's gonna look as if you're over the mountain or on the mountain itself. rather than underneath this cove and in this cave. So again, you probably knew about this location, but you might have overlooked the fact that it is incredibly useful because the minimap works the way it does. It kind of projects as if you're on top of the mountain as compared to underneath, like I mentioned, in this cave location. So anyways, that's all the secret locations that I'm going to be going over in this video today for you guys. Hopefully you did enjoy, and hopefully you learned about one new location that you might not have known about. If you did, that is my goal, and that's what I was striving for in this video. If you did go on to enjoy, a like rating would of course be awesome, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily Grand Theft Auto 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.